Good morning, Facebook family and YouTube subscribers. Once again, my voice is raspy, dealing with allergies and sinus problems from being in the house over the past few days, dealing with this cold weather here in Atlanta. It has created some serious problems with my throat. And so anyway, that's what I'm dealing with. So I'm trying to get better. Hope you all can hear me. Yesterday I could barely talk. So it is getting better, and I got some medicine from my doctor. I had to buy I don't have health insurance at this time. Well, I'm in good health, so I figured out why I get it. I tried to sign up through the Obama healthcare program and Affordable Health Care Act, and my premium was like $350 per month. So that was kind of excessively high for someone who has no health issues. Anyway, yesterday I had to go pick up a nasal inhaler to help clear up my sinus problem. That sucker cost $200. I was like, ma'am, how much did you say that cost? But we both sat there gagging at this. I wish I had the little bottle of it's a little nasal thing you spray in your nose. $200. Had to buy it because I needed it. So it's working. I forgot to take it this morning, but it is working. So $200, that mess should make my throat get up and sing. I should sound like Whitney Houston over here. $200 almost fell across that register. But anyway, all right. So a few months ago, I signed up through my phone, my little iPhone here, to 3 apps. One was called GRINDR, one was called A for A, and the other was called Jacked. So I signed up for it. I never experienced those applications on a phone. I was familiar with A from A 10, 15 years ago, maybe 10 years ago, maybe longer. No? Yeah. A for A has been around since the late 90s, I think. Well, anyway. So I put the apps on my phone. I wanted to hear what all the hype and what all the, I see my friends using these apps, and at that time, me and Earl had not gotten back together. So I said, well, let me just see what these apps are about. In my opinion, the apps are sex applications, meaning that sex sites, people going there looking for sex. But a lot of my friends say they use it for other social media type outlets like Facebook. So since I'd never done it before, I put the apps on my phone. And, well, one of the apps, as soon as I put it on my phone, I think GRINDR. I could not get GRINDR to really operate properly on my phone. Matter of fact, the GRINDR app kept giving it difficult. My phone kept shutting down my phone for some reason. I could not get that GRINDR app. It would work sporadically. Every time I would go into it, I had a tough time retrieving messages. The account was easy to set up, but once I got into the actual GRINDR application, that it was just a nightmare. So I rarely use that one. And A for A, I had a similar problem. I didn't like the setup for A for A. So I was able to retrieve the messages that people were sending me, but I wasn't really able to respond. Either I didn't know how to do it, or I kept trying. It was very confusing. But by far, GRINDR was the easiest one to use for me. So I was able to load pictures of myself, load up the application on my phone. I never had any problems with the Jacked. The Jacked application. It ran fairly well. What was the experience like? Well, I mean, to me, it was no different than Facebook, except you had a lot more nudity. A lot of people were posting nude pictures and of their very private parts, and people would send you messages. There were some interesting individuals. I never met anyone off the site. For me, it was entertainment because I was trying to find out what's it like, what's it about, and quite a few of you all saw me on there. Is this Walter? I can't believe you're on here. I'm like, why not? In fact, I had a few people come up to the gym I had never met in my entire life. Guys I didn't even know were gay. Came up to me and said, somebody stole your pictures and using them on GRINDR or Jacked. And I was like, no, it's me. They were like, that's you? I said, yeah, it's me. But I think a lot of people thought maybe, I don't know what people were thinking, because I had one friend accuse me, you're on there looking for dates. I don't have to go on Grindr to look for dates. I can go right here to LA Fitness if I want a date. I can go right up to Kroger and get a date if I wanted a date. For me, I was trying to see what the hype was about, the excitement. And it became sort of like a video game for me. Paying around, sending messages, getting messages, at least on the Jack application, because it worked on my phone fairly easy. And so I was able to send messages and receive messages, and I got a couple of death threats. There were quite a few people on Grindr who knew me from Facebook and YouTube, and this was their opportunity to cuss me out because they didn't like me. I got a lot of that. Yeah, but some angry people. They let me know how they felt about me. But overall, the guys, based upon the pictures I saw, it's kind of hard to, for me, those sites, if I was a single person out looking for someone, those sites may work. But I ran into a problem with fake profiles, fake pictures. You can look at them and say, this is obviously not real. And if I were actively looking to meet someone, how could you verify this person is real? You'd have to ask them, do they have a cam? Is there some way you can cam on your computer through Skype and see the person before you really got to, there was some confusion there. So for me, I found quite a few accounts to be fake. There were quite a few accounts that were very suspect to me. So I don't know how reliable those accounts would be for meeting someone. Now, I will say this. There were quite a few people who hit me up looking for sex. Well, it's a sex application. It's a sex site. So wasn't surprised by that, but some of the stuff that they were saying, it was pretty explicit. So, and some would ask questions. I'm nosy. I would ask people, what do you do? And they would go deep into conversation about what they want to do, how they're going to do it, where they're going to do it, when we're going to do it. I said, okay. Do you do this often? Yeah, that's all I come on here for. So I thought that was very interesting. But no, it's not. I wasn't surprised by it because, in essence, that's what those applications are for: people to meet for hookups and quick sex. It is what it is. I did find there were some guys who were very persistent, and they seemed fairly like decent individuals. Some people would see me in the gym. The app kind of gives you like a map of how far you are from this, at least on Grindr, not Jacked. You can see how far you were. So if I be at the gym, I look at Jacked, and I can see the people in the area. A lot of people were hiding their faces. I didn't hide my face. But a lot of people, so people would approach me and say, or they would send me a message through Jack, I'm at the gym. But of course, I couldn't see their face. So I'd be like, well, who do you look like? I mean, I'm here too. A lot of times guys were very reluctant to open their picture until after I had left the gym. Then they were like, oh, okay, this is who I am. And I'm like, shit, why were you afraid? Why were you afraid to identify yourself while I was there? And 9 times out of 10, I wear glasses. So when I left there, I'm like, dude, I didn't see you. Well, I was right over there next to you. And I'm like, I didn't see you. Just telling the truth. So I thought that was kind of interesting. I mean, if you're trying to meet somebody, wouldn't it be wise just to walk up and say, yo, dude, I see you on Grindr. I'm right here. Instead of sending these cryptic messages back and forth and you standing right next to me. Does that make sense? Maybe I'm not that. Maybe I'm more of an outgoing type person. If I see somebody and walk up and talk to them. I'm not going to literally be standing less than 5 feet away from the person and send them a message and don't want to identify who I am because, they send me these messages. I'm looking around like, well, who am I messaging with? So I'm trying to see, are they using their phones or who is it? Are they behind me? I mean, boring. But it was like a video game. And is it possible to meet somebody off of there? I guess for sex you probably could. I mean, that's what most of those guys on there looking for sex. Some people claim that they can meet people for relationships on there. I don't know. I think meeting someone for a relationship off that site might be kind of difficult because the way the conversation starts off, most people are looking for sex. And for me personally, if a person hits me up looking for sex immediately, and that's not what I'm looking for, then yeah, it'd be a turnoff to me. But if you're on there looking for sex and you meet somebody else looking for sex and y'all hook up and then you like each other, so I can see something possibly coming out of it. I don't know. Anyway, this was my experience with Jack, Grindr, and A for A. I have deleted those apps off my phone. And my experiment ran for a couple of months. It was interesting, fun. You know, a video game is how I saw it. I mean, that's the only thing I can say. It was just a little pocket fun. I pulled it out in between sets at the gym. I pull it out and check my messages and send messages. And no different than Facebook. That's all I can say. If you like my videos, please click like. Give me some feedback. Do you use A for A, Grindr, or Jack? And what's your experience like on those sites? Have you been able to, whatever you're looking for on there, has it been successful for you? That's all I would like to know. Anyway, if you like my videos, click like and share them with family members, friends, and enemies, and haters, and everybody. Have a great day. I'm out. Bye.